Hey guys, welcome back to the Valley. I hope everybody is doing well today. This is going to be a follow-up video from my very last video where I promised you guys that I was going to come back and give my thoughts on the possibility of Nicki Minaj signing BIA to her label, heavy on it, and why I don't think it's a good idea, why I don't trust BIA, all of that good stuff. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get into it. I said in my last video that Nicki Minaj could possibly be signing BIA to her label, and that BIA could also be on the Pink Friday 2 Deluxe album that Nicki's about to release soon. While I can see Nicki's reasons for wanting to sign BIA, I just don't think it's going to go the way she thinks it will for a couple reasons. One, BIA is not as loyal as Nicki thinks, at least in my opinion. And two, I don't feel like BIA can actually sell. Now, I'm not saying that BIA is not talented because she's super talented. I'm saying I don't think that she can sell. I don't think that BIA has that it factor that it takes to really be a superstar and sell records. I just don't see that star power in BIA, and BIA has been around for a long time now. So I just don't see it happening. And I feel like if Nicki can't even help the artist that's currently on her label, then what is she going to do with BIA? Okay, she's already said she's not a magician, okay? So what magic is she going to make happen for BIA? Let's be honest, BIA really didn't do anything with the clout and buzz that she received from Nicki before, when Nicki worked with her the first time on the Whole Lotta Money record, right? She already attached herself to Nicki before and it didn't go anywhere. I mean, she did end up getting brought out by 50 Cent at one of his shows. And she did land a song with J. Cole that was actually really good. But, you know, she got all of that and she still didn't pop. So I just don't think that the general public is really interested in BIA, to be honest. And I just don't think she has the it girl vibes that Nicki would need for a princess of rap. And like, you know, it factor or it girl vibes, like, it's not something that Nicki can buy for BIA or even teach BIA. You either have it or you don't. And I just don't think BIA has it, in my opinion. I think Glorilla actually has more of an it factor than BIA. And BIA can definitely out-rap Glorilla. So, you know, it's not always about the bars. Sometimes, you know, it is about that it factor. So I don't know. I think signing BIA could be like, you know, a little bit of a waste of time. I mean, if you want to sign her as a writer, because she's a great writer, maybe. But, yeah, I just don't see it. Not to mention, I don't trust BIA, really. I think BIA could turn out to be a snake in the grass. Like I said earlier, I don't really feel like BIA is all that loyal to Nicki. If we do a little bit of a history check on BIA, I don't know if you guys remember this. Back when Nicki first decided to hop on the remix of Whole Lotta Money, people were coming out and accusing BIA of being like a closeted Cardi B fan, and some Nicki fans were trying to expose BIA, saying that she was deleting tweets supporting Cardi B because she had linked up with Nicki Minaj. And so I thought that was kind of shady. I thought it was sneaky and deceptive because I felt like BIA had a hidden agenda. Like, why would you be deleting those tweets? Like, was she afraid that if Nicki knew that she liked Cardi B, that, you know, Nicki wouldn't work with her? Because that's manipulative, okay? Trying to hide the fact that you like somebody in order to get something from somebody else, okay? That's basically her trying to use Nicki and her manipulating Nicki into thinking that, oh, she's Team Nicki, she picked a side, she don't really mess with Cardi like that, when she did. Another thing that BIA did that I thought was weird was, after they released the Whole Lotta Money record, it was like maybe a little bit over a year after they released the Whole Lotta Money record, right? It was during a time when the industry was kind of betting against Nicki Minaj, and most of the media outlets and YouTubers like Armand, they were like kind of painting a narrative that Nicki's music wasn't really selling, that she wasn't popping anymore. And during that time, BIA kind of switched up on Nicki and tried to act like she was Team Cardi, right? This was around the time that the internet was dragging Nicki Minaj. They were saying that Cardi B was the new queen of rap, that Nicki was done. People were saying that Nicki was never going to get any more awards, any recognition, no number ones, a whole lot of stuff. Do y'all remember that? Well, anyways, during that time, Bia went on her Instagram live and she tried to act like her and Cardi B was cool and that she had never had a problem with Cardi B, even though she had already got caught deleting those tweets supporting Cardi B, right? And she had also already been attached to Nicki Minaj at the time, even though, like, you know, it was kind of quiet between her and Nicki. This was after she had linked with Nicki for the record. So anyways, I thought it was weird that Bia went on her live stream and she kind of went out of her way to clear up her beef with Cardi, or lack thereof, right? When I saw the live stream, I was like, why are you going out of your way to clear up this beef, and why now? Because you never, like, since people were talking about this a year ago, you never cleared up anything with Cardi, right? So why now? Is it because you saw the growing hate train and you didn't want to be attached to Nicki at the time? See, it's just, for me, it seems like more manipulation and like opportunism. Like, why would you feel the need to make it publicly known that you didn't have a problem with Cardi B?
Keep it 100. Sweetie, I didn't switch up on anybody because I don't know Cardi in real life. I've never met Cardi. We've never had a conversation. Like, I don't have no issues with her. It's all love. But I don't know her. Like, so, y'all do too much on this app. I don't know her in real life. We don't know each other.
Shout out to her.
We don't know them.
So now fast forward to the end of 2023, you know, December 2023, Nicki drops that album and shakes up the entire industry, okay? She shook them with themselves and with that whole Gag City rollout, okay? Everybody in the industry wanted to be a part of the Gag City rollout. Everybody wanted to board a jet and land in Gag City, okay? And we started to see a lot of the general public support come back for Nicki in December 2023, okay? So now in 2024, Nicki continues breaking records. You know, she's killing her tour numbers, and now it's a convenient time for Bia to try to now reattach herself to Nicki and detach herself from Cardi. So now Bia starts a beef with Cardi B to try to prove that she's team Nicki, right? Plus, this is just my theory, I think she started to see all the love and support that JT started getting from the Barbs, and how JT's beef with Cardi and her affiliation with Nicki was actually helping her career. And Bia wanted to do the same thing. Bia wanted to be just like JT, right? So anyways, she started this beef with Cardi, right? After Cardi B released her song Like What, some people were saying that it was similar to Bia's song. So Bia started coming out and saying that Cardi B was copying her flow, stealing her flow. Bia couldn't wait to diss Cardi so that she could get close to Nicki again in the way that JT did. Because, mind you, Nicki started calling JT the princess of rap once she started kind of beefing with Cardi online. So Bia wanted to kind of attach herself to Nicki again because she saw all the praise and all the flowers that Nicki was getting. So she was trying to, you know, go back over to that side. So she went on her Instagram live, and I thought it was funny because she actually used JT's Sideways lyrics as, you know, her diss for Cardi, for allegedly copying her flow in the Like What song, right? And then she even added JT in the live, right? Which I thought was kind of thirsty. I felt like Bia was basically trying to make it publicly known that, like, oh yeah, I'm picking this side. I'm over here with JT and Nicki with these girls, and we don't rock with Cardi, right? And, you know, I feel like she was willing to now go at Cardi when before she was saying, oh, I don't have a problem with her. I never met her. There's no issues, right? But now all of a sudden, she's willing to pick a side and she's willing to go at Cardi in the same way that JT did if it meant that she was going to get that same push and support that JT got, right? When she did it and attached with Nicki.
Bitch, I ain't friendly. I don't with y'all bitches. Try to take who? It ain't enough of y'all bitches. Whole so phony got me looking at him sideways.
I just feel like there is a lot of opportunism going on here. Like, I feel like she's an opportunist, and I just don't really trust her. Now, there was one last thing, and then I'm going to let y'all go. There was one last thing that I thought was a little bit shady that I'm keeping my eye on. And this was right after Nicki Minaj kind of came out and she basically made it clear that she didn't want her Barb supporting JT, BIA still spoke up in support of JT in her mixtape release, which made me feel like BIA was kind of like, you know, she didn't want to be in the middle of Nicki and JT's beef. And I understand that, right? Rightfully so. Her beef is not her beef. But is Nicki going to see it that way? Are the Barbs going to see it that way? Or would they see it as disloyal? I mean, Nicki's even been blocking her own fans, you know, who have come out to her shows and has supported her for years, just because they supported JT's album and her tour. So if BIA still wants to support JT, I just don't know how that's going to look if she, you know, signs with Nicki. So I don't know. I just think, you know, Nicki, I know she wants it to be just her and her princess against everybody else, against all these other rap girls, but I just don't think BIA can wear those shoes. I don't think that the shoe fits, okay? But again, like I said, I do understand why Nicki would want to sign BIA. Again, BIA's pen is fire. But I just think it's going to take more than that for her to actually sell and for her to not fall out with Nicki, okay? Not for nothing. And I also feel like, you know, after a while, the Barbs will probably get bored with BIA. Like, I feel like the Barbs will probably support BIA in the beginning, but I just don't know if BIA will be able to keep their attention, you know, after the honeymoon phase is over, right? Because, you know, when she linked with Nicki before and had Barb support, you know, I don't think she was able to keep Barb attention before. So what's going to change now? So, but I don't know. We'll see. But guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I thank you guys so much for rocking with me until this point. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. As always, I hope you guys stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments or in my next video. Bye.